Hi, this is Clemens Jackson, CJ from Fender to Fender with Car Crash Money Moments. This is really big stuff. This is going to change your total focus on how you're going to handle your car once you're in an accident. I talked in a previous video about what and what not to do at the accident scene. Now that you got that down, here's how you proceed with your car. This is your car, your ride, your whip. You want to make sure you do it right because it's your car, okay? I want to tell you, I'm not an attorney. I'm not legal counsel. That's not my purpose to try to pretend that I'm that. I do have 30 years in this industry, a couple of patents to my credit in this arena. I've seen a lot of good, bad, and ugly over the years, and I've helped other people in their situation, friends and colleagues alike. The weird part about this whole deal is that there are like 11 automobile accidents every minute in this country. I want you to get your mind wrapped around that. It's like 11 every minute. And one of them could have been you. I saw a couple of them this morning. I live in Atlanta, so we love to run into each other here. But anyway, now that you know what to do, let's talk about what's happening with your car. And I talked about how on a previous video, how the score is kind of skewed at the end of the transactions from the insurance companies to you. And it's for a few reasons. And it's because of the FIG. The FIG. The FIG has three components. One component is fear. Fear that the insurance companies they're just like waiting to do you, right? Another one is ignorance. I didn't say stupidity, I said ignorance, meaning that people just don't know what they don't know. There's information out here that can help you, which is why I'm packaging it so you can reference it. And then there's greed. I can't help you with that one. You need to get off that happy bus of greed because you see the advertisement, so-and-so got $2.2 million. I got, $1.8 million. That's bodily injury. So slow down. We're talking property damage here. So I'm going to take you out of the twilight zone of the FIG and show you how you may want to consider handling your situation. What's going on with this in your car is the fact that you are, like the rest of us, a very good driver, but very good drivers run into things like trees. They run into other cars. They run into bowlers. You know what a bowler is? Those yellow and or green things that they have at the coffee shops to keep you from running into the side of the building. They have them in front of banks. They have them in front of convenience stores to keep you from making a drive-through. So regardless of how the damage came to your car, this is what you may want to consider for you to come away with a good money moment. If you have to have your car towed because it's not drivable, you're going to deal with the rental car agency. Don't let them put you in a hoopty if you're used to driving a nice car. If you have a Mercedes S-Class, don't get into something like that. Have them to give you the nicest what they have. It's probably not going to be a Mercedes, but it's going to be something that's roomy enough and you won't mind being in it for 2 or 3 weeks. Because we're going to talk about before and after. When you go to pick your car up, you're going to go pick it up on a sunny day. Very important because the sun, if you go between like the hours of like 11 and about 1 or so, direct sunlight, it shows your car in a different way than it could at any other time of day. No shadows. Have them bring your car out from where it's parked between other cars or in the garage. You want to get down at knee level on your car and look at the damage. And you want to get this close to your car. and you want to run if this is damaged here, you want to run your hands along the damaged area to the undamaged area. Door joint shouldn't have any differential in terms of how it feels. It should be very smooth. Same thing when it comes to the hood, the roof of the car. Look underneath the car for undercarriage damage. Just rub your hands all over your car. Pretend that you're trying to polish it, okay? That'll give you an idea what's going on. Now, let's get to the before and after. You're not going to pick the car up on that day. They expect you to take delivery of the car. You tell them, I'll come back in a couple of days. Call the insurance company. But before you call the insurance company, here's what you're going to do. Go to the used car or pre-owned car manager of a dealership that sells your brand of car. Ask them to give you some information. You got to tell them what your car is, the mileage and everything. Then tell them the damage. And you're gonna get, before, let's say this car was valued at, before the accident, was valued at $42,000. Remember, this is going to work best if your car is 5 years or less in age. Before the accident, $42,000. After the accident, $36,000. Well, guess what? There's a $6,000 differential here. I have a friend of mine, this is kind of interesting that I'm talking about this amount. He was going to pick his Tesla up, and he got $5,000 payment from the company because of this very thing. So it's not like it's not doable. You just got to know. And if you don't know you're entitled to, you're not going to get it. So now you're going to call the insurance company and say, hey, I talked to such and such a person at this dealership about the value of my car, and I think we should have a payment coming to me for a different amount, for the depreciated amount. This amount is depreciation, okay? They don't know what you're talking about. The reason of why is now worth $36,000 is because of depreciation. That's how before and after works. So make sure you are very diligent on your follow-up, that you go to the dealership, that you don't take delivery of the car too soon, that you call the insurance company and do what you think is best in terms of negotiation, because this is information for a DIY. If you can decorate your house, you can probably do this. This is the Car Crash Money Moment. I'm CJ. I'm looking forward to talking to you again. Stay tuned to the next video. We're going to talk about appearance allowance. That's kind of cool too. All right? Be cool. Take care.